okay? If someone needs to be forgiven at this time, do that. This reflection, this person, this irritation, this person that could be a little off-putting to you right now, they're connected to this opportunity to forgive. That could be the person you need to forgive. And that's that message. They're more similar than you think. This could be a parent. This could be an ex-partner. This could be a business partner. And they reflect something back to you that maybe you don't like dealing with. There's something about you and your strength and your worth. And honestly, sort of a similar bond, a similarity there. I feel like somebody can't read you very well, and this may be somebody you can't read very well, and that may be very unsettling for a Scorpio, to not be able to read somebody very well, and therefore you don't trust them. They very well could have been having that same experience with you, Scorpio, and something didn't work out. But nonetheless, it's an opportunity to forgive. It's time to let go of someone or something. Seeking what's good in them, what you've learned from them, if nothing else. But there is somebody here to teach you something. And I think that can be a little strange for a Scorpio. Now, I know Scorpios honor that, but in my experience, it's Scorpios who show up and teach at this level of depth. But now Scorpios meeting somebody, even if at face value, they don't seem like they have that kind of depth, there's something about them that does go deep with you, even if it just gets you thinking a certain way, okay? Let me grab this card that just popped, though. Okay, Scorpio, we come back to how do you deal with these people that maybe need to be forgiven. Even if they haven't really earned that forgiveness, you're going to give that, you're going to let it go, and you're going to move on with your life. But how do you deal with these kinds of personalities right now? By being assertive. Don't allow whoever this is to hit a nerve so that you're reactive, because there's definitely the possibility of somebody trying to get you to react in a negative manner. You just don't have to do that. Be assertive. Speak your mind. This is not the time to keep emotions bottled up. This is not the time to just sort of brush somebody off. Something needs to be handled right now, for sure. I think for some of you, I'm getting a boss, and I'm also getting like a parent figure. And I think karmically, there's something really big there for you if you honor that this year. I'm definitely getting money, but it's more than that. It's more than just making a living doing what you love. It's really fulfilling a soul purpose. But I will tell you this, you've got some karmic healing here, okay? It goes back to inner child and childhood, opportunity to forgive, clarified by play. This is your inner child. You need to forgive a parent, an authority figure. There's someone from the past. Somebody is showing up and they're triggering that. And I know that can be really difficult, but if you can honor that they're only showing up to be the reflection that shows you what still needs to heal, they are so valuable, regardless of how irritating, regardless of how obnoxious, regardless of how they have the ability to push your buttons, Scorpio. If there is a sign who understands this, it is you. This is somebody showing up to help you grow. This is somebody who's going to trigger something so deep, it's going to impact your inner child. But if you can own this and honor this and forgive, you let go of something in a major way and it will be done. It will be a karma resolved. Because that's what happens, right? We have experiences as children, and then we continue to see the karmic pattern show up in different relationships. Sometimes it's in love. Sometimes it'll show up through a friend. Oftentimes it'll show up in a boss at a workspace if it pertained to a parent. But that's a karmic tie. Okay, those people are important because they hold space for you to know that you still need to heal something. We have another manifestation card here. So we have assertive, okay? This is how you're going to deal with those kinds of karmic people showing up this month. But this is clarified, center the reading by law of attraction. So aside from handling people without being reactive, which I think you will do very well this month, Scorpio. I mean, we have two law of attraction cards. What do you want? Spirit's asking, what do you want? Make sure you are asking for what it is that you want, because you'll get it at this time. I do feel like a law of attraction, make sure you're even utilizing law of attraction from a place of assertiveness, asserting to universe what it is that you're deserving of. I am deserving of high vibing love, someone who is loyal to me, someone who loves as good as I love, somebody who shows up and complements my life, who is already healed, and so we can continue to grow and build together. It's those kind of assertive affirmations. That's how you want to manifest but don't overdo it. Don't be aggressive about manifestation. I don't think that you would be, but occasionally when we manifest, when we do energy healing, we can overdo something and then we block the blessing. So that's a little bit of a warning, although I don't really see too many of you doing that. But we're all guilty of that sometimes, right? We'll ask for the same thing over and over and over. At some point, we need to release and surrender to. So keep that in mind as you're utilizing law of attraction. We have more law of attraction here. Okay, we have 2 cards that have popped to clarify what do you desire, okay? This is just law of attraction and getting clear on what is it you are trying to manifest. This is clarified by focus on service and daydream, okay? We daydream first. To me, this is the first step of law of attraction. Then we get clear because of our daydreams, what we're passionate about, what it is we really want. Then we get clear with universe, okay? We know what to ask for. And then this is putting all that energy into motion, the affirmations, the vision boards, etc. Okay? What it is that you desire, I'm also feeling, is to be of service and help to others. So if that's a business that you would like to be a part of, that you would like to build, or even if that's something you already do, you can advance on that. You can progress the business. You can build the business bigger. You can utilize a different kind of a platform. To me, that's what I'm feeling like Scorpio craves. You need a deeper connection to soul purpose, doing what you love, connected to your heart chakra, and inevitably some inner child stuff's going to come up in that. But you want your work to matter. So don't be afraid to ask universe for what it is that you want. Utilize your free will, because spirit will show up and help us. But when we don't utilize free will, we limit that spiritual help, okay? But crowning your reading is perfect timing. It's the perfect time for change. You know, I know my light's kind of making it difficult to see these cards, but she's playing a flute, okay? There's music, there's creativity. It's all chakras activated there. That's what I see. It's that kind of creativity. It's that kind of passion that I see for Scorpio at this time. Bottom of the deck is innocence. Inner child. Okay, inner child healing, inner child. Some blessing in disguise energy here. Again, that person showing up isn't showing up to be terrible to you or to be a tyrant. They're just showing up as an opportunity to heal. So if you can own that, you're going to have you'll have a much more peaceful month ahead. And again, it's not all karmic here. This is about creating. If there's one thing Scorpio should be focused on in addition to a law of attraction, it is creating, okay? In addition to creating your future and manifesting your future. So let's take a look at love here, see how this applies to Scorpio and love. You would love her, Scorpio. She's mostly a black kitty. She has a little white that you can see, but she has orange eyes. She is such a beautiful girl. The lights are not doing her justice, but I love when she shows up for Scorpios because that is a kitty who really understands Scorpio energy. She is not a Scorpio, but I guarantee you she's got some Scorpio somewhere in her chart because I know that she always she comes out of hiding from my Scorpio videos, even if she's not on camera. Like I'll see her walking around versus she'll sleep through everybody else. So this is your little buddy, your little kitty buddy saying like, hey, Scorpio, I love you guys. All right, Scorpio and love. All right, Spirit's saying Scorpio is letting go of old patterns. That ties in with the original message around karma and inner child healing, okay? What this means for you, Scorpio, throughout the month of January are healthier connections, healthier relationships, even current relationships being healthier because you're resolving karmic patterns. Now, it doesn't need to show up in current relationships and new relationships, okay? There's something healthier and there's something more peaceful. Don't be surprised if some of your partners are holding space for some of this healing too. Don't be irritated with them. If that's the case, be assertive, not reactive. There's attraction here. If you're single, you're attracting a new partner for sure this time. But I also think you're attracting some soulmates that are going to show up with those lessons, okay? So don't get discouraged if you have to weed through a few of those more like karmic type partners versus the soulmates that are meant to stay. Whoa, I say that, and then a bunch of cards fly out. Well, soulmate, center of your reading, okay, this is what you're attracting. I also think this is what you've already attracted to you. This also follows honeymoon, but we'll come back to this. What I'm getting through soulmate right now, for many of you, the soulmate already exists in your life. I also feel like there's a soulmate connection that is very, very powerful. And this may have been somebody that you severed ties with, Scorpio. You may attract this person back. You may consciously attract this person back. This feels like someone who was meant to stay in your life. They were not the kind of soulmate that was supposed to come in quick and then leave, okay? Now there's this honeymoon phase. I see some Scorpios got a little discouraged when the relationship and the honeymoon phase sort of ended, okay? Because things got a little too serious. This could have been you, this could have been your partner. But there's so much healing there. This is somebody who's a really good match for you, this water sign energy. So don't be surprised if you're attracting another water sign. This is somebody who I'm hearing an abundance of emotions, someone who can handle emotions well. This person may handle emotions with more openness than even you will, Scorpio. Don't be surprised if the soulmate is someone who can pull emotions and words out of you and clarity out of you like no other partner has ever been able to do before. Like someone who's not intimidated of Scorpio. It is spoken about so much how intimidating Scorpio is. As a Gemini, there are so many stereotypes around us too, okay? I personally have the best relationships ever with Scorpios. I also have a lot of water in my chart, so that's helpful. But I don't think Scorpios really want to be intimidating. If you're going to date a Scorpio and you're going to be in love with the Scorpio, Scorpio needs to be their true self, and that has to be okay. You want to be able to open up to somebody. I really think at the core, when Scorpio's in love, you want to indulge your partner. You want them to go deep with you. You don't want to be forever this mystery and this mysterious partner that your loved one's never really going to know. I don't think that's fulfilling to Scorpio at all. This is someone who sees all of you. This is someone who loves all of you. This is someone who can handle all of you, Scorpio, and it's safe, but I feel like you also hold space for them. Don't be surprised if someone circles back and you get to experience that honeymoon phase all over again. But when this fizzles a little bit, honor the fact that you're stepping back into real life together and it's going to be worth your while. I do see some partners coming back into the picture. If you're single and you don't want that, well, let me stop right there. We got to safe love, okay? We're just talking about how this is safe for you. But if you're single and you don't want to attract anybody back, well, you might anyway. That might just happen. It may be inevitable because this comes through pretty strong. You're attracting 2 potential soulmate partners here. I'm not seeing more than 2, but one of them is a really good match for you. You know, Scorpio, you might not want to hear that someone from the past is a really good match for you, but they might be, okay? And I think you already know who I'm talking about if that applies to you. If not someone from the past, this person still feels familiar because they are a soulmate, and this is someone you've definitely experienced more than one lifetime with. And so they show up and it's already safe. It's almost like you already know the depths of depth, you know, like as deep as you can go. Someone shows up even in the honeymoon phase when you're not really supposed to know each other that well, you're just learning each other. They know you and they have that same depth and you know them. That person for you, Scorpio, was so good. I feel like this person could possibly be a muse for you, but they don't want to just be a muse, okay? They want to teach you. They want to learn from you. They want to love you, and they want to receive your love. Like, this is somebody who really levels up to an evolved Scorpio. This is somebody who's a really, really good match. Okay, this is why I think some of you may be calling somebody back. Soulmate, center the reading message, by the way. This beautiful, brilliant, powerful soul that has Scorpio's attention, okay? Clarified by give your relationship a chance. I think somebody's giving a relationship a second chance. It's good for you. It's really good for you. Even if you hear that and you're like instantaneously like, I'm not doing it. Scorpio, there's just something here. Okay, there's something here worth exploring. I'm seeing second chance. That's what works for you. Someone needed to step out of the picture, maybe for you both to appreciate each other a little bit more, understand each other a little bit more. I'm seeing those of you in committed relationships, if you're having an issue, especially if things have gotten emotional, because with this, I'm getting a lot of emotion and I'm getting somebody's a little disappointed. Okay, we have romantic feelings here. There's love. Scorpio, if you travel, there's a very high likelihood you're going to attract somebody to you who you instantaneously have feelings for, but it's because they're a soulmate. It's because there's like legitimate soul ties here. If you can travel with someone you love, do it. This is going to rekindle something. Again, I keep getting emotions from the honeymoon card, which isn't a normal thing that I channel through this card, but it comes through strong. And then again, clarified by romantic feelings. I think somebody's very much in love. I'm feeling more love here than anything negative. I'm feeling more love here than any kind of struggle for you, Scorpio. That's why I think this relationship is worth continuing to stick out. This person may test you. This person may be tough, and sometimes tough love, and it may be really difficult for you to handle. Scorpio, here's the thing, they're a good match. And if you're cross-watching, you may be saying that about Scorpio, like, oh my God, this relationship is so challenging. I think I know why, Scorpio. Crowning your reading is playfulness. Gemini often comes through the playfulness card. I have been thinking of doing a video about the Gemini-Scorpio relationship because everybody, every astrologer, anybody who does this will tell you that Gemini and Scorpio is the worst pairing. But I'm here to tell you, as a Gemini who not only has dated Scorpios and have had the best relationships with Scorpios, my longest friendships are Scorpios. Some of the most significant people in my life wind up being Scorpios, okay? As a Gemini who's been told a million times to stay the hell away from Scorpios, you guys are my favorite people to connect with because it is challenging. And that's why I said, oh, now I know why that's challenging for you. Scorpio, Gemini is not afraid of you. And you know what, Gemini? Scorpio is not afraid of you. And we don't want people to fear us. We want people to love us for who we are. This is a partner that will challenge you, that will irritate you, that will push you to your wit's end. Whether this is Gemini or not, that is a strong soul. That is a strong soul. This is a strong partnership. Partners like that can be so different and think so differently, feel different, process emotions differently, also have so much more to teach each other. An evolved Scorpio soaks that up. An evolved Gemini lives for that because a Gemini is never bored with a Scorpio. Boredom for a Gemini is the end of a relationship. Geminis never get bored of Scorpio. Scorpio, you may be triggered at times like, why am I doing this? Opposites don't necessarily attract. This is too difficult. This is someone you will experience the most growth with, okay? Stick this out. Bottom of the deck, same message, make the effort. There's definitely some inner child healing here. If anyone can bring out your inner child, if anybody can nurture the inner child, it is a Gemini for you, Scorpio. So if you are dating a Gemini or somebody or a sign that you feel like others have said, okay, this isn't really a good match, but I mean, Gemini is just coming through very strong for you right now. Please put that aside. That's not your message. That's not your truth. This is an evolved partner. Now you have a Gemini that has a water sign, moon, and, you know, Venus in Cancer or something like that. That's a damn good match for a Scorpio, okay? A damn good match for that Gemini would also be Scorpio. And so don't base your relationship just on the sun signs. It's just not going to be accurate for you in this particular situation. The soulmate connection is just so big. I mean, I am like, the soulmate energy that is radiating through me, I feel like somebody just like cranks up the heat, like it's 1,000 degrees. That's what this person may do. And it may make you uncomfortable. But then there's so much love. This is also somebody who loves you at 1,000 degrees. This is somebody who will fight for you at that same kind of intensity. Don't give up on this relationship, Scorpio. I don't think you want to. I just think some of you are dealing with some difficult partners and it's a little out of your comfort zone or out of theirs. And you're wondering like, are we too different to make this work? You can. This is a good one for you. Okay. And if you're single, don't be surprised if somebody like this shows up for you. It will be very intense. It's like you're going to feel flushed. You're going to feel like way too warm in an environment that could actually be very cool. You could be outside and it's winter and you're like, why am I burning up around this person? It's because your souls are like, oh my God, I found you. This isn't a little bit of a soulmate I'm talking about, okay? This is intense. Enjoy this. I know you're going to like this, Scorpio. It's going to be more good than anything else, okay?